I was working as a part-time associate in the warehouse. So that work was very physically demanding. So that was something I never experienced back home because I came off from a background that was very privileged. When I came here, I had to push myself to go to work, move furniture. But that was the struggle. That I used to cry sometimes, thinking of all the sacrifices that I gave up to come here. But everything pays off.
Hi everyone, welcome again to Chai Talks, and in this opportunity we have a special guest. His name is Farhan and he is from Gujarat.
Hi Nelson, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for coming, bro. I mean, I had the chance to meet you at the college.
Yes.
When we were studying, not the same program, but we were part of the same school. We also had the chance to have these awards at this special night at the creative schools at Conestoga College. How did you feel about that in that moment?
Oh, I felt great. I won an award for best cinematography, so I was very happy. All the hard work paid off, so I felt good about that. And coincident was that night was my birthday.
Oh really?
So the entire college was celebrating with me.
What a gift, bro. Amazing.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your background. You have been in the industry for a while back in India.
Yes.
How was this experience?
So I'm in this industry since 2015, and since then, like, I've jumped from company to company as an in-house video producer. I just worked as a cinematographer or a camera operator, and behind the scenes mostly.
Yeah.
So for commercial companies like who produced advertisements or social media content for other companies, that's what I did mostly.
So you got into the opportunity to work for the college where you were studying?
Yes. So when I came to Canada as a student in the broadcasting program, I was looking to make connections, and I was planning ahead to build connections so that once I'm done with my education, I can find a career in Canada. And fortunately, I saw an opening as a work study position in the events department in the college, and I applied for it. I had a friend over there who was from my same program, and she was already working as a work study position, and she referred me, and my professors recommended me as well to apply there.
Cool.
So I got the job, and then I just focused on proving myself about what I can do for them.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it worked out.
Nice.
Yeah.
You had the chance to keep working on your field, right?
Yes.
And now that you are not a student anymore, you just switch into a full-time job position at the same department.
Yes. So after my studies completed, there was no guarantee that I will get the job, because technically I did study at Conestoga, but I was still an external candidate.
Right.
So I had to go through all the application process that like everyone else. But thankfully that they had already seen my work. I got a chance to prove it again, and I took it.
Nice. It's a great experience that you're having here in Canada.
Yes.
No challenges?
Challenges, a lot of challenges.
Tell me a little bit about your challenges.
So I remember when I was a work studies student, and you get a lot of experience.
Right.
But with experience, you also need to pay some bills.
Of course.
So I was working even unpaid at some times because I need to work. I had to do assignments.
Yeah.
I was a full-time student, so I need to focus on my studies as well because I have to graduate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for mainly. So I have to graduate. That was going on. Then I was working at Leon's Furniture as a part-time associate in the warehouse. So that work was very physically demanding. So that was something I never experienced back home because I came off from a background that was very privileged. So I always was behind the camera. People were there to help move things. When I came here, I had to push myself to go to work, move furniture.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was the struggle. That I used to cry sometimes, uh, thinking of all the sacrifices that I gave up to come here. But everything pays off. It takes time. It took 2 years to go through the education, to go through all the hard work at the places where I worked in Canada. But now finally it feels like things have slowed down now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big change, right?
It is a very big change.
Since you had, like you said, some privilege
Yes.
at your back in your country.
Yes.
And do this switch, it demands some changes in your mind.
Yes.
So, is there any time when you were like working hard on this Leon's furniture that you felt like, oh, this is not for me, I'm going back to India?
I should say every month.
Yeah.
Every month I would feel like, why am I doing this? Why am I here? My life was so good. Why am I here? But there was always this feeling in my mind that I have not experienced the true life here.
Right.
I will not settle down until I have experienced that, and I know it will take some time.
Right.
If I give up now, I will never get to experience that life.
Exactly.
And so that's what kept me going, that okay, I have to keep going, it's fine. I used to cry, I used to have back pains, I used to have shoulder pains because it was heavy.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, but like I said, like it takes time. You have to be patient.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I feel you, man.
Yeah.
I had also the chance to work hard in a factory.
See?
It's physical,
Yes.
work, and pain comes, but also the bills.
Yes, exactly. It comes, but also the bills. Yes.
And what is that made you feel passionate about being here in Canada?
So something that I really love about the city I'm in right now,
Right.
in Kitchener, is that everyone that I met here are very welcoming. Everyone is very welcoming. And if you are good at something, they respect your work. They see you do it. They see your results. They see your product that you're producing.
Right.
And they respect it. They see your efforts and they appreciate what you put into the work. Nobody ever undermines you. That, oh no, you can do better. No, nobody says that. Everybody appreciates you. They say that, okay, very nice. And if there is something that they can improve in your work, they would suggest you very nicely. And that really felt me very welcomed. I felt very included with everyone. So how should I put? Let's say the environment was very inclusive.
Right.
That nobody made me feel like an outsider here. So
Nice.
I felt nice.
So much empathy.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. And is there anything that made you feel like rejected at some point?
There were times when I did feel rejected, but that was not, thankfully, in my industry.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because usually what happens is when you find work, even if it is your dream job,
Yeah.
if the work environment is bad, you will not dislike the people. You will dislike your job.
Right.
Even though it is your dream job, you will start disliking your job, and then when you quit, you will never go back to that job.
Exactly.
So thankfully here, every time I think about all my work, no matter where I worked, which company I worked, and what industry I worked, thankfully the people that I met here were all very welcoming.
Cool. What about the opportunities that you found?
So the best opportunities I would say were with the college. My professors were very supportive of me. Literally throw my ideas to the professors, and professors would never say no. They would just say that, fine, do it. They would give up. They'll say that, okay, fine, do it. We want to see what you can do. and I would take that chance. And I remember I had to stay up for days without sleeping and to get the project done. I still have some pictures of me, when we are going with my group projects. I'm sleeping in the car. They have pictures of me. I'm just sleeping. I'm dead in the car. And they're like, man, what are you doing with your life? Why are you working so hard?
Because you were working 60 hours per week.
Yeah, and plus I'm doing the assignments, making sure that the assignments that professors are challenging me for, I'm getting them done. But when the professors saw me push that far, they played a very huge role in making sure that I was seen. And I think that award night that happened, that was a lot of professors were supporting me, and that's because why I got something.
I felt the same, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you too got an award that day. Yeah.
What I can share about my experience as a student is that some professors were just very supportive.
Yes, exactly.
They also wanted to know about my status. Mm-hmm. They didn't even know my wife and my kids, and they always were, how is your wife? How is your kid?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, they're fine. Why are you asking? But the thing is that they actually care about.
Yes, exactly.
Care about, because they know it's difficult.
It is
right?
difficult, yes.
And on my second program, I had the chance to work for the college, and I also had the chance to take this Geek Lab. It's a side program from the Construct Entrepreneurship Collective, and I also had the chance to work actually in a survival job. So there are many things that you do, but these experiences, these Canadian experiences that you have, they put you on the in the showcase.
Yes, exactly.
So some professors saw that, and they were like, this guy is doing a lot.
Yeah.
Why don't we just give them the student successful prize? I don't remember the name of the word, but the thing is that I got the prize because I was working not only for the college, but to show what we were doing at the creative industry school.
Yes, I think your award was something like Student of the Year, Outstanding Student of the Year. Yes, that was your award.
Yeah, and I really appreciate my professors, my instructors, because they voted for me, and I appreciate all of that.
Yeah.
And one question: how did you deal with the homesickness?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was very depressing. That was the only depressing part, I would say, because when you're in a hard place in your life and you come back home, there's always someone. You have your mom, you have your dad, you have your siblings.
Right.
Someone is there. You have your wife, you have your children. Someone is there for you to come back to at home. When you come so far from house, when you are having a bad day, when you go home, there is no one. So it feels very lonely. You come home and it's just dark space.
Yeah.
You literally, even if you switch on the lights, it feels very dark.
Yeah.
It's not about the physical light. It is about the darkness that you're feeling at that time.
And the silence makes it worse.
Makes it worse. I would crave so much to just go outside and meet more people, just so that I don't, stay stuck in the house
and feel alone.
I would even call my friends that I made in class. I would just say, hey man, let's go to the gym, or hey man, let's just go eat something outside, just so that I can get out of the house. Oh, that is the most difficult part, I would say. Coming so far away from home as an international student or as an immigrant, it is very difficult. Until unless you're already coming with your family, that's the most difficult phase you are experiencing.
What's the thing, I can get it with your family. What's the thing that you missed most?
I would say home food, because I have always been away from home. Like even back in India, I stayed away from home because my job was in a different city.
Right.
So I would come home once in a week. So I always craved home food. I learned cooking in the past years, but whenever I came home, I would get home food and my mom would cook it. And when coming here, it was all on me. I had to make sure that I'm at least feeding myself 2 times a day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I will leave bones on me.
Right.
There will be no muscle left.
Yeah.
So,
I bet there's something that you didn't miss because now we have chaiwala of India, right?
yes.
You had chai moments in your home back in India?
Yes, a lot. So the morning breakfast starts with a chai.
Yeah.
Yes. So chai is like, I think, the core of most Indian families in India. Yeah, every morning begins with a chai. Yes.
Yeah, I've learned that it's some kind of a special moment, right?
Yes.
Sharing
It's
chai,
the breakfast, yes.
sharing, it's not only the drink, it's about sharing the moment.
Yes.
The feelings, the emotions.
It's, how should I say, like, if you have guests, you're asked for a chai.
Right.
Do you want chai? Like, here people ask for water, coffee, same thing. Do you want some chai? And the moment guests come in, there's chai on the stove.
Right. Nice, you can have a sip.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
What advice would you give to someone who is interested in coming to Canada by any program? Could be
Yeah.
a student, a worker.
Yeah.
What would you suggest then?
So I would say that as long as you have your mind clear about what you want in life, about why you are coming here, you can come. You're most welcome. The country will support you as long as you know what you're doing. You have a plan, you're working towards your plan, you will be supported by everyone around you. Everyone will support you because you have a goal. You know what you're doing. If you don't know where you're going, if you are confused, and if you don't have a plan, basically you're basically jumping into the river without learning how to swim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's better to learn how to swim first and then jump into the river. That's something that a lot of people face. They see the bright side of this place just on social media, and they say that, oh, we'll have a life like that. But then they see and they see that, oh, it's difficult. Well, it's difficult everywhere. If you want a good life, you will have to go through some difficult phases in your life. If you don't want to go through difficult phases and you just expect to have a good life, it's not possible.
Right.
So that's what it is. There's difficult life is back in any country.
Right.
I would say, are you ready to face the difficulties? If you are, welcome, come.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice advice, bro. Is there anything that you'd like to add to this conversation?
Well, I can answer some questions if you have. I have nothing on my own. I can share something about my job.
Go ahead.
So it's just been a month that I'm now an official employee at Conestoga College. But the moment I got my job, within a week I realized that I'm in a good place.
Nice.
Everyone that I work with are good people, that I'm enjoying working with them. They're very supportive, and everyone is a creative. So everyone is on the same state of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all have similar thinking, common thinking. So I would just say the same thing, that there is difficulties, but if you have a plan, you will get the support. Make sure that you are ready to put the hard work in. That's all.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Farhan. It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you, guys. It will be the next time. Thank you.